Hey, everybody. Happy Friday after Thanksgiving. You can tell it is Friday morning. I am just hanging out in my house, but I wanted to come on live because me and my team have been working for several weeks to put together the best plan, the best option, the easiest yes you're going to say all year for your grief recovery for 2025. So I just wanted to come on live and explain a little bit about what's available and explain the details about how long it's going to be available because I want to make sure that every single person that crosses my path that is ready for healing, that is ready to say yes, knows about this and has the opportunity to jump into whichever option is going to work best for them. So, I'm going to backtrack really slightly in case there's anybody here who isn't familiar with me and my story. My name is Kelly Nielsen. I'm the founder of Grace for Living After Loss. And I created Grace for Living After Loss out of personal need, right? So I lost my mom tragically to suicide back in 2017 and did not find the tools, support, the help that I needed to recover. Grief was kicking my butt. It was having its way with me for a very long time. Several months, I was barely just surviving. And I knew there had to be a better way. So I learned neuroscience. I studied neuroscience and I learned that there are pretty substantial changes that happen in your brain when you go through trauma, grief, and loss. And there are things you can do to reverse that and correct it and heal it. There are actual things that you can do to help heal your brain after loss. So I started learning about that and implementing what I was learning, and it was profound. It was, so different. And unfortunately, about 9 months or so after I learned those things, my son died to an accidental fentanyl overdose. So here I was blindsided by grief again. But this time I had the tools to deal with it. And when I did, it was so different. And ever since then, I've been on a mission to share these tools with as many people as possible because the truth is, healing from grief is possible. The truth is, it does take intentionality and effort, but it actually takes less time than you think. It doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen overnight. You're going to have to do the right things for a certain amount of time, but it doesn't need to take years and years or even months and months. A little bit of doing the right thing for the right amount of time, and you can feel substantially better. You can get your energy back. You can get your focus back. You can learn how to incorporate your loved one into your life in a way that feels loving and holistic and all the things. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Live, live YouTube. Okay, so I have been doing this work for about 6 years now. I've been helping people find freedom from grief, and my dog wants to say hello too. I've been helping people for 6 years and it's amazing. And I love my work. I love to be able to have a front row seat to see people grab hold of healing and recover from grief and loss and get back to living the life that they were designed to live. It is so powerful. But my biggest challenge with doing this work is the people that say no, the people that see it and for whatever reason, and a lot of times it's finances, right? Like our finances can be an obstacle to getting the help that we need or whatever. So my team and I spend a lot of time and energy putting together what we believe is the easiest yes you will say all year. We have 2 opportunities available for you this weekend only, to say yes to healing in 2025, to get all the tools and support that you need so that 2025 looks substantially different than 2024. So if you are watching this, if you're catching it live or you're watching it on the replay and you are dealing with grief in any kind of way, if grief is overwhelming you and consuming you, if grief is an annoying sidekick that you didn't invite or ask, if grief is the person who shows up to the party uninterrupted, if grief is disturbing you in any kind of way, then these 2 offers are for you. And I'm going to explain both so that you can pick which one is right for you and join us, because we are only doing this weekend so that we can manage kind of the inflow of people. We want to make sure that everybody who does join us gets onboarded successfully and has amazing, amazing results. So the first offer that we're making is for our monthly membership. My computer's shaking. Grief Relief Nation. Probably don't get my glasses on. Grief Relief Nation, which is, again, I just created the things that I wish I would have had. I created the structures and the help that I wish I would have had when I was going through this. So the first one is our monthly membership. It's very robust, very comprehensive. It is not a support group. Let me just tell you that. And if you're going to a support group and that's your only plan for recovery, I want to encourage you to look into other options, because support groups can tend to keep you stuck. If all you're doing each week is showing up and rehashing your story and listening to other people rehash their story, from a neurological standpoint, you're actually re-traumatizing yourself over and over and over again. So what we do is not a support group. I want to say that. We are a coaching community where we help people learn how to do the things they need to do. We're supportive. And if you're having a tough time, certainly we're going to be there for you. It's a safe place. It's a supportive place. But more important than that, it's equipping to have the tools that you need. So Grief Relief Nation is our monthly membership community. And in that community, you're going to have opportunity for every week we have 2 coaching calls. We actually just added a second one. So on Monday nights and Wednesday over the lunch hour at noon, we have a coaching call that's led by myself or one of the other coaches here. And we're teaching you these neuroscience tools and all the tools for grief recovery, right? And it's a place for you to check in and be seen and be heard and share what's going on in your world and share if you're struggling. We're going to help you and support you. Also in Grief Relief Nation, we have a private Facebook group, again, for just more support in that community component where you can show up and just be real with how you're doing and be surrounded by people who not only get it, but are also committed to learning how to move forward, right? It's one thing to be around people who understand what you're going through. It's another thing to be around people who understand what you're going through and are committed to moving forward. So we have a private Facebook community for all those folks. And then we have a substantial Video Vault library that has just over 40 video lessons on all these things. All the programs that we teach, it teaches about the neuroscience and our grief relief process. All of that is in the membership. So many things, all the things. So normally our Grief Relief Nation membership is $49 a month, which to me is crazy value already. That's like less than one counseling appointment, and you get so much more hands-on support. But we're doing this weekend, it's $27 a month. That is what we're offering, which is crazy. Like, I don't even think you can hardly go out to eat one time for $27 a month. So anyways, for $27 a month, you can say yes and grab hold of all this help and all of these tools. And, initially we were going to make it just $27 for the first month, but I was like, no, it's $27 as long as you're a member. So you can, this weekend, Friday through Sunday, say yes, jump into that membership and stay as long as you need. Stay as long as it takes. Stay with us until you learn and integrate all these lessons and they become your own and you're walking in freedom. That is what we're offering to you. That is what we help people to do. And that is what is available to you this weekend. And I am so excited for all the people that are going to say yes. I have a number in mind of people that I feel are going to join us and say yes. And I'm so excited to meet you and get you into our program and on the other side. Okay. The other offer we have available this weekend is for the people that know they need the help and they just know that a monthly membership for them isn't going to cut it. Like they need something more. Hold on, my dog's wanting to say hi. Ooh. Say hi, Gracie. She gets real clingy. Say hi, Gracie. This is Gracie, the grief recovery dog. Okay. So the other option is for people who know they need the help, but maybe they feel like they want something a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more focused, a smaller group, right? So we have our small group coaching program, which is our Grief Relief Accelerator small group coaching. So you're going to be paired with 4 to 6 other people, and you're going to have a dedicated grief coach, and you guys are all going to meet separately weekly and go through our Grief Relief Accelerator program. There's a separate video series and an entire workbook that you work through together to really, accelerate this process. You're going to learn all the same things, but you're going to learn it in a much more focused and kind of an intensive format. We see people make tremendous breakthroughs in healing in this 12 weeks. So for the folks that know they need to really just set aside 12 weeks and just focus on this grief thing and deal with it, we have that available for you. So normally that program is $14.97, but we're doing this weekend $9.97, which is a substantial savings and opportunity. We are limiting that to 50 people because it's going to be myself, and then we have 2 other coaches on our team, Lindy and Monica, who are going to be leading those groups. And so we wanted to make sure We have the capacity to help everybody who says yes to that opportunity. Those are going to be groups starting in either December or January. We already have dates and times set out. So if that is the deal for you, you will have your option to pick which date and time of group will work best for you. And like I said, you'll be with about 4 to 6 other people going through this program and just getting freedom. If I could put it in a word, it would be freedom. Like, this is what this program helps you to receive. Grief is not going to have its way with you. You're going to learn how to walk in freedom. So, yeah, those are the things we have. Yeah, Gracie. Say hi, Gracie. Okay. Those are the 2 opportunities that we have. Today is Friday. I'm going to leave this video up as long as these options are available, which is going to be through the end of the day, Sunday. So take a moment, just a moment, in prayer, in thought, and figure out which path is best for you, whether it's the membership or plugging into a small group. But either way, you are being offered the opportunity to walk in healing in 2025. And I hope for your sake that you take it. I hope that you join us. And I'm so excited to meet all of you that say yes and to work with you a little bit more closely. I will drop the links to these opportunities below and look forward to meeting all of you that join us. Okay, say bye, Gracie. All right, see you guys.